Hi and welcome to this informative video on the topic of the housing market crash in the USA. If you're concerned about the possibility of a housing market crash, you may be wondering what the risk factors are and what you can do to protect yourself. In this video, we'll be discussing the current state of the housing market in the USA and what you can do to minimize your risk of being affected by a potential crash. First, let's define what we mean by a housing market crash. A housing market crash is a significant decline in the value of homes in a particular area, often caused by a surplus of homes on the market and a lack of buyers. This can lead to plummeting home prices and difficulty for homeowners to sell their properties. So, what is the current state of the housing market in the USA? Overall, the housing market in the USA is currently strong and stable. Home prices have been steadily increasing over the past few years and there is currently a high demand for housing. However, it's important to note that real estate markets can fluctuate, and it's always a good idea to be prepared for the possibility of a housing market crash. So, what can you do to protect yourself if you're concerned about the possibility of a housing market crash? One of the most important things you can do is to be financially prepared. This means having a solid emergency fund in place and making sure you have a stable income that can support your mortgage payments even if home values decline. It's also a good idea to be realistic about your budget when purchasing a home. Don't stretch yourself too thin financially by buying the most expensive home you can afford. Instead, aim for a home that fits comfortably within your budget and leaves room for unexpected expenses. Finally, it's a good idea to keep an eye on the local real estate market and be aware of any potential risk factors that could lead to a housing market crash. This can help you make informed decisions about whether or not to buy a home in a particular area. In summary, the housing market in the USA is currently strong, but it's always a good idea to be prepared for the possibility of a housing market crash. By being financially prepared, being realistic about your budget, and staying informed about the local real estate market, you can minimize your risk of being affected by a potential housing market crash. Thanks for watching.